Yes, mortars can down a tank. Where are those? No, those are over here. Oh my god, it landed on top of the MTLB! Oh my god, these mortars are on target! These mortars are fucking zeroed!
Progress like over there? We've made it
Landed
across,
literally
now
on top of the MTLB and kills 3 more Russian soldiers. These mortars being used to great effect.
Squad leader, what's the contact?
If you would like to support the channel, check out my Patreon where you can get cool rewards or buy games like Squad on Humble Bundle by using the links in the description below. Are there loadout restrictions in this op? Yes, they are. There are. If you want to see the full operation doc, I believe it's still up on ops.gg or squadops.gg. It's Operation Frozen Dinner, our first operation on v10. So here we go. The whole platoon is setting up. They're going to do their brief. We're going to hear what the exact plan is. And yeah, I'll tell you my thoughts on what Google has planned. Once again, their objective is to take the tire factory from the militia. Let me bump this up even more.
Shame.
Shame.
Is this everybody? I think it's everybody.
We're missing
We're still only
Heartbreaker.
37.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are getting
Having a hard time.
still. Yeah.
Yeah. If they make,
Do you want to press on? Press on.
Yeah, we're gonna start the brief without them. Get this on the road. All right, everybody. This is Operation.
Frozen dinner.
Frozen
dinner.
I knew it had something to do with food.
Oh, the gods have blessed
Okay,
us.
yeah, so this is Operation Frozen Dinner, and I'm gonna go ahead and open your maps up because I'm gonna put some marks down. Actually, it looks like they're already down.
Yeah, here we go.
So we are going to be splitting up into 3 different groups, kind of. We're all going to mount up in the vehicles, and we're going to push across that first bridge to the marker that's on the corner of Golf and Hotel 2 and 3. We're going to dismount Evan's squad there. He is going to flank north, following that kind of switchbacky road, all the way up to Fox 2-8. That's this mark up here. And then he is going to go south from there and try and get into an advantageous position to the northwest of the factory. Meanwhile, we're going to continue with the MTLBs south along the road. And LaRue is going to be in charge of both of the vehicles with his squad. He is going to place those vehicles more or less. Okay. See, boom. Nope, we're not going to stay out on that road there. Appreciate the help there. So we're going across that kind of rough terrain there and get to the T intersection. We're going to continue south. LaRue and Kennett are going to be posted up on this western hill. There's a large amount of defilade, and there's a high probability that Shadow's going to have guys there. If he does, we're going to clear contacts. Tedish is going to push his squad once we're there. Dismount. Tedish's squad is going to push south around this large mound and attempt to get into position here. There is a large amount of hills, defilades, and a small set of ruins in this general area, which they're going to use to try and get in position on the south of factory.
I can dig it.
Once everybody is in their positions, we are going to have the vehicles engage from their position on the hill. They won't get up there until we're ready. But once they get up there, they're going to try and basically put down a set of covering fire into the factory while we smoke out the run, and there's a kind of a train station deal going on over here. And we're just going to use that and smoke for cover, and we're going to rush it. Meanwhile, Evan is going to fire from and push from the western position, and Tedish is going to push in from the south. Basically, we're going to try and push up and surround them. If we run into heavy contact right away, we may not have Tedish push around south as far. He may push south just a little bit and cut across to get kind of a better angle, but not as far of a flank. And then we'll start the push right away, and Evan will catch up with his squad as fast as possible from the north. If we take contact quickly. That's pretty much it. Any questions on the plan?
I got one comment here. So if you played this map earlier and you were able to fly around or check it out, The compound we're assaulting has a lot of 2- and 3-story buildings. However, none of the 2nd story and 3rd stories are accessible. So there's a lot of windows that you think you need to cover, but you actually don't. So only worry about ground floor windows.
Thank you. That's something. Yep, something I didn't know. I haven't actually played this map yet, so first time. Any other questions?
Do they get any vehicles?
They will have one AA MTLB, but it will not be allowed to move. That is something where I want the lats, all of you lats, to keep your eyes peeled for that. And per your squad leads, fire on it. Get it out of the picture as fast as possible. They will also have a Logi truck running. I'm not too concerned with that because they have to go a long ways. If you can kill it, great. If not, it's not really going to be too productive for them before we get the assault off.
Does the AA do damage?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it's HE rounds, so it will wipe infantry very quickly. It will harm our vehicles very quickly too. So if we get
All right, so we heard pretty much the full extent of Russia's plan. They're gonna try a 3-pronged attack, starting at this first bridge over here that we're gonna be flying to right here. They're gonna cross this bridge with their entire platoon. At that point, they'll dismount one of their squads and proceed north with that squad, where the rest of the platoon proceeds southbound, and they'll dismount another squad on the south, trying to hit factory from the 3 sides. There's kind of 3 MG markers you can see on the map. We're gonna take a look at what kind of defense militia is going to have planned for them. But yeah, I mean, it's a good plan. As we can see, as we overlook this position, there's a lot of hills, both from the northwest over there to the direct northeast and the south. This position is kind of fishbowled in a sense. So if Russia can get control over these higher positions with elevation and put fire onto the compound, they might be able to suppress those buildings fast enough and well enough to where they can sneak in with their infantry. The only kind of, not necessarily fault, but potential weakness that I could see in this plan is if Russia spreads themselves too thin. Militia does have, let's see if we can see their vehicles here. They have 1 Logi, so they're going to be building supplies. Oh, and then they have the MTLB ZSU 23mm. So they have this anti-aircraft gun, which is to be used against infantry. It's got HE rounds. It's even got a KVT minigun down here. Not minigun, but like coax. Is that coax? I don't know. Turret. So it's got 2 guns on it. It's got the main ZSU, and then it's got the secondary. So, I don't know. This thing could end up being a potential problem for Russia. But Russia does have those 2 MTLBs as well. So, there's a decent amount of armor assets on this map. This is the first time we're going to be seeing the ZSU 23mm MTLB. This thing sounds crazy. If you guys haven't heard this thing fire yet, just pay attention to the sounds when we get into the game. Because this thing, like, God, man, this thing is terrifying. If you ever have this thing get shot at you in-game, you are literally diving for cover. Because it's the initial crack, and then the HE explosions after that just make this gun an absolute terror when you're playing. So we can see even militia right now. We can't listen to them because we're not in their team, but they're doing their platoon brief. They're more organized than Russia, as we can see. They're all organized in their fire teams. So squad ops, they just finished their briefing, and they're splitting up into their squads now. But we also run fire teams in squad ops. Fire teams aren't in vanilla squad, but we run, like I said, that more controlled chain of command in squad ops. So we have that platoon leader down to the squad leader, down to the fire teams, and then down to buddy teams even. So we do have a very organized One Life event just to get that maximum level of immersion and realism out of our events. So yeah, look, as you can see, like,
You guys ready?
militia just finished their brief. You can see the squads all grouping together, getting their mini preparations done, making sure everything's ironed out for the final go time. And we're looking at going live here within 1, maybe 2 minutes. And yeah, like I said, we run 2 events here at Squad Ops. So remember, these are One Life events. So after the first operation, after we see who wins the first one, we'll swap sides so that whoever's playing on Russia will then play on militia, and militia will then play on Russia. So when you participate in these events, you get to play both sides. And by doing that, what we can do is make things really interesting by making certain ops unbalanced. Like, let's say an operation is favored to have Russia win 90% of the time. Well, see, that's okay because both teams play Russia. So you get to have these really cool, unique operations with really iconic moments that you wouldn't be able to get elsewhere, where games are usually 50-50 balanced in vanilla. In squad ops, you get to have like these massive massacres over bridges and massive assault pushes, and you get to watch these and spectate these. And it's fine because you get to play both sides. You're on both sides of that massacre. One round you might be, you know, on the receiving end. The other round you're going to be, you know, delivering that. So it's really exciting to see what you can do with 2 rounds, and ensuring that, you know, necessarily not 50-50 balance is the most important thing to us, but immersion, fun, and realism. That is what's important to us over here at Squad Ops, and that's what we strive to make these events focused around. So live at 1:38, that means we're going to be going live here in 38 seconds. So we're going to fly over to Russia, and we're going to watch their platoon push out of their main. And we'll see how this plan goes. Hugo plans on splitting up his platoon into 3 main elements. He has 4 squads and command. So I believe he's sending 2 flanking squads, and his base of fire will consist of 2 infantry squads plus the MTLBs.
Does it matter which MTLB we're in? They're both kind of going in the same place.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, it
we're
doesn't matter as far as that goes. Like, do we have enough room for everybody?
Definitely not. We have room for like maybe 2 squads.
There's no tie. Once again, Squad Ops isn't really focused on being a competitive event. It's once again more focused on realism.
They changed how many people can be in an MTLB.
And
do we want to add a transport to this? Whoa, wait, whoa.
Apparently we're fucking live.
Whoa.
So, like I said, I forget what I was talking about. We just went live, and I just, like, my brain just stopped working.
Right, my guys don't have a transport because they're full. So, can I take a transport truck, or do we have to run?
Take a trans.
We gotta run. Oh my.
Wow. Okay.
Kennan, I'm gonna get my guys. All right. You can drive it.
Okay, adding 1 trans. Go ahead and grab the trans.
All right, so we're live here. And Russia's pushing over this first bridge. So, oh, the ties, right. So there's no ties because we focus on realism and immersion first. We really aren't concerned over who wins or, you know, that kind of stuff. We're more concerned about if the operation is fun and if people are enjoying the operation.
The MTLBs can cross anywhere, right?
Yeah,
they don't have to
only
cross
troops
the
are restricted.
Why is Muff driving my MTLB?
We're gonna get out and then you guys have it. It's fine.
So militia's sending out an early scout squad
none of you
here
guys
into
got
the
in
town
drive it early
northeast
enough.
of Tire
Yeah,
Factory.
we need to grab that trans as well.
As you can see,
We
there's
added
2
a
fire
trans,
teams.
but
You
they
can see
changed
that
the MTLB.
organization very clearly set. You can see fire teams on the left and a fire team on the right here. And they're pushing out, I think, to do some early harass and recon. But yeah, you can see those 2 fire teams split up. One going north, one going south.
Well, that's problematic. Command does not have binoculars.
Both MTLBs for Russia here, now across already. We can see most of the Russia infantry dismounted for security here, and they're holding at the corner.
Probably just ran.
Alright, Evan, are you here?
No, I'm in the trans.
Alright. Go ahead and keep your guys in the trans, drop everybody else off, and then take that trans north. Use it for fast travel.
Alright.
And they're already within 300 meters of each other here. You can see, I think militia heard the MTLBs, because these MTLBs are loud as fuck. So, militia heard these MTLBs, they know contacts in the village, and you can already see these 2 fire teams pulling back. They don't necessarily want to engage this armor early, because, once again, that is 2 armored vehicles against what looks to be only 1 infantry squad. So, this squad leader over here making the right call, pulling his troops back out of the town. As we can see, Russia now taking out the entire platoon into the city. All vehicle assets and infantry are now at this position.
Okay.
They're dismounting now out of the vehicle. And
Command
Yeah.
said.
No.
Oh.
I freaked out. Respawn. Just keep going with it. I'm gonna walk it.
I think this is Evan's squad right here, dismounted, and is going to push once again from that northern flank, setting up that northwestern side of the assault.
Push that hill.
So he's going to be moving around. So he's now breaking
Copy,
from the
I'm
main
taking
platoon. You can see
position
the
now.
rest of the platoon proceeding southbound as
I
per
was
the
just slightly
plan.
delayed since we didn't know we could grab the truck.
Kenneth, where the fuck are you going?
But this squad up here, squad
Just
1,
going to the east of the factory. That's all.
Kenneth, you need to be up on this hill with me, dude.
Yeah, Kenneth, you're
I know.
with LaRue.
We'll be right there.
this is squad 1 from militia. And they're kind of set here now. Let's see what we got over here. We got a rifleman, the squad leader, another rifleman. Do they have an AR up here? Yes, they do. This is a saw. Oh my god, this saw! The saw gunner must have seen this entire squad. They could ambush them here with the saw, and this could be devastating. The saw opens up. Frag grenade's coming out. Oh, he gets dropped before he can fully throw his grenade. It drops short. The grenades go out. You can see Russia now engaging with frag grenades opening up.
Hey, I'm taking over.
But that initial ambush catches one squad leader.
Contact here to our
And that's a 1-for-1 trade. Noah's second frag goes out, gets
Okay,
one of the Russian players.
Yeah, buckle
So that's a
down and push
2-for-1
through
trade.
it.
This militia fire team
Kenneth,
now
what do you guys
pulling
got?
back after making initial contact. So very early engagement over on right here.
I think we have some contacts in front of us.
We can see militia pulling back. They don't want to go for a prolonged engagement. On the south already, there's another engagement. 2 infantry Russian squads against one militia squad. And this militia squad down here caught in a very bad spot. They're kind of pinched between 2 infantry squads. And Russia keeping up the aggression. They're not getting slowed down. They're pushing and advancing up onto that hill. Taking out 2 of the militiamen. Grenades. That's some nice aggression right there. You can see them advancing onto that pause, not letting up, not losing that momentum. And they have completely wiped out that militia fire team on that hill. And the rest of the platoon's going to proceed southbound.
3, how you guys are doing after that?
So that was squad 2 for militia.
just took out
As
a
you can
fire
see,
team
I
there.
think
Or at
the
least
only
maybe a
thing
full
remaining
squad.
of squad 2
Copy.
are these 2 soldiers in this house. I think the squad leader's over here. No, this is another saw who's got his bipod deployed. And I think this is a lat. Yep, a militia lat set in this house. So Russia showing some good aggression, even though early on they were caught with their pants down by that that initial saw. And now Russia
All right, well,
continuing
how's it going?
southbound, as was their
Kenneth,
plan. Taking full
You're
control of
supposed
this
to
hill,
be the
sweeping this hill,
I lost the
controlling it.
guys. I know. I just being engaged here. That was
And already
Yeah, we have
looking
to
at
kill.
the casualties, we have 3 kills for Russia and 4 for militia. So militia still kind of ahead here by 1 kill. So a really, really small lead. But they do have defender's advantage, and every kill that they get is going to increase their odds of winning this. Oh, I think this is a PKM. Yeah, we have a PKM set up here on this hill, looking at the house that just engaged them. We'll see if they decide to engage that house.
195 building. In the building 195.
Yep. They do see those those militiamen in that compound. They're going to be engaging the windows. A lot of fire coming out. Actually nails that one guy in the window. That saw gunner, though, might have a good pause with his bipod. We'll see if he engages. He does. He opens up with his saw. But he is blind. Oh, nice aggression from Russia. Pushing up with the grenades. That's some nice movement. That was some nice movement under fire. They had the supporting element on the hill suppress the target, and then the buddy team on the left throw up, assault the position with frags, and take out that saw gunner. So Russia really showing some very nice aggression, not getting slowed down, continuing through even after making contact. And we do have squad 4 here for the militia. Engaging across the valley. Some casualties going out on the militia side. they are not necessarily in an ideal position. There's very little cover up here except for the trees. There's no real rocks or anything like that. And that PKM gunner from the Russian side is really just laying on the fire.
Right now. They just shot one that flat.
So a lot of fire going out now. Militia trying to respond. They have their own AR set up on the hill. This AR might, yeah, he sees that player trying to sneak down the hill. Oh, narrowly escapes. That rock saving that player's life. But now this RPK gets knocked down after revealing his position. And this squad up on this hill is rapidly losing manpower. The ZSU trying to engage, I believe. And Russia's just making some good ground all around. Let's take a look at the map. Squad 3 is pushing in the center. Squad 2 on that south flank. Squad 1 still continuing on the north. Militia executing their plan with precision. Not stopping after they make contact. Continuing that aggression and breaking through militia's defenses. Right now, this south side has stalled a little bit as both squads are on opposite ridges from the road. Let's see where militia has placed their ZSU.
Currently engaging compound. No eyes on enemy Vic.
Oh, their ZSU is locked in this corner.
Copy.
There is someone manning the ZSU.
How's it look for
I believe he
flanking
can
south?
barely
Is
shoot
she
over this
engaged
wall.
on the south there?
But
Yeah, we're
if
engaged
he
on the
does
south.
manage to see these contacts direct, I think this is east,
Eyes on full squad in Defilade in a Fox 375 where we're gonna put Tedish's squad next
you'll
round.
be able to
Full
do a
squad.
lot of damage.
Copy. So Evan, that's all you. You're gonna be flanking those guys. Keep weapons tight till you're on their butts.
Squad 1 is planning on flanking still. Weapons tight call comes
Squad
up from
1,
command.
Copy.
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, Moose, that's
This
all
south
you. Okay.
flank still
so
stalled.
Where you're supposed to end up near the T and the tire factor on the map.
Russia actually
has those
continuing their
guys.
movement along that house,
I
getting
have
aggressive
heavy
again,
machine
clearing
gun
that building
in
completely,
with
and I think they're going to try to push up on
F358.
this hill with that squad on the rock suppressing. So they're
Excellent.
staying aggressive. It's good to see that. It's good to see that they're keeping the aggression up. The rest of
Three, you guys might be
Russia
getting
now
the
up
app.
on these hills.
South, southeast,
A lot of
direct
firepower
south.
with
Watch
both
your
these
direct south, 3.
vehicles. And these
Copy.
vehicles caught a couple militiamen out in the open. Militia's getting pretty torn apart at this point. A lot of casualties. We're now at 9-5. 9 kills for Russia, 5 kills for militia. Those 2 MTLBs up on that superior point on the east really putting fire down, as well as 2 infantry squads suppressing the factory. But there are still a lot of militia left. And squad 1 here executing the flank. RPG goes out, actually nails one of the MTLBs. MTLB's on fire. He's going to
One time
reverse
hit,
his
only one
vehicle.
flat hit.
Copy.
That's a big,
got
big
contacts, just north
advantage.
of
Or not
you,
advantage,
Dennis.
but a big win
They're turned
for
around and facing us now.
militia to be able to
They're
push
on
one of those
that big
MTLBs
hill.
off with an RPG.
When you're trying around. I think you already know that.
Copy that. We'll wrap around them, yeah.
Oh! Russia trying to push down. Sawgunner does have eyes on. I think he managed to drop 1 player over there, or at least wound them. But Russia is now trying to breach. They have managed to get 2 players down that hill. And they're making slow but steady progress. We can see militia pulled completely off of that south hill. They might be able to flank these squads over here if they move fast enough. And that looks like the plan. And Russia might be in a very, very bad spot here. Russia in defilade in this kind of valley. But if militia gets aggressive and pushes northbound on this hill, this entire squad of Russian soldiers will have 0 cover. And militia will be able to flank this squad successfully. So Russia needs to be maintaining that 360-degree security and ensuring that these militiamen on the south do not come up behind them. I think they spotted a couple of them. And they do have soldiers looking towards the south. So we'll see who gets the initiative here. Who opens up on who first. And who can win this,
Alright,
this fight.
compound.
This is 1. You guys want us to still push in from this northwest side, or just
Yes,
provide overwatch?
push that flank. Push that flank. Push hard, push fast.
Copy.
Militiamen trying to fight from the outside of the compound. They're getting hit hard.
If you have lat that can intercept, cool. If not, I'm not, like I said, I'm not too worried about it.
But yeah, hopefully this militia squad can kind of come back. The gods have blessed us. And push in on the north here. Russia making great progress. Oh, 1 lat shot goes out, misses the MTLB. That MTLB not happy about that and engages that lat soldier. But Russia
Hey,
now
I got
pushing
eyes
across the
on
train
enemy
tracks.
Logi truck just going
They're
into the
staying
factory
aggressive.
from the northwest northwest
And
side.
I really do. I'm really glad that they are
Copy that. Don't worry about
pushing
the luggage
against this,
truck.
and they're not getting
Pushing
bogged
to
down. They're not
engage troops.
holding up.
That's only their
Saw
second
gunner in
run.
this building actually manages to take out a Russian soldier over here. Now they have Russia's attention to
Do
the
you want
west.
us to hit
That
it
might be a
flat or
perfect
no?
opportunity for these soldiers
Not
of
until we
militia to
take
push
down
up on
the
the south
AA.
flank right now. They
I
have
wanna
the
see
majority
that
of
AA.
Russia
Do we
looking
even
west
have
now
eyes
because
on?
they got engaged. We see a
Negative,
Dishka
negative.
emplacement in the corner here, a
Alright.
shielded Dishka.
They may have positioned it south near 10.
Squad 1 now in position up on the ridge in a flanking support by fire position.
Yeah, if you can hit
And
that
then
lodging
we have
before
another
it goes, go
squad
for it.
down here for Russia flanking the
But,
south.
Yeah, we might get a
So
shot
Russia's
on it.
plan, really, even after first contact, staying true to the strategy, and it's working out for them. They've got infantry on the objective zone. They've got many support by fire positions. Both their MTLBs are still up, and they even have one squad on the south to flank. And these guys are, you can see these fire teams really working out. Whenever people are in groups of 4. These two MTLBs right here suppressing the compound ruthlessly. Lat shot goes out, barely misses. Secondary lat shot goes out. Lands a hit on the MTLB. Now, if that's 2 hits on the 1 MTLB, that might cause it to explode. But if they split the MTLB, if those heat rounds landed on separate MTLBs, those are now both at 50%. One more lat shot on either one of them will cause an explosion. Russia
Finish,
now
we're using
pushing
the
in on
contacts
this
on the
north
hill.
flank. This plan really working out. But militia actually now engaging that one squad that was in that defilade. They're pushing in, and they're trading with that squad. So that squad's going to be tied up for quite a while. But Russia now has an assaulting fire team on the opposite side of the wall from the ZSU. And the ZSU, I think he hears them. I think he knows. He's got to know. Militiamen pushing to the corner.
On my pause. Enemy Vic is on my pause. He's on the other side of the wall. He's in Fox 388. Fox 388.
Copy. See if we can get some lats on that. Moose, that's you too. If you get eyes on it from over the hill.
Militia in a bad spot now. That south squad flanking them. They're getting pinched between 2
Yeah, we're
elements.
looking
Does
right
not look good for militia.
He's literally. Look at me on the map.
They're
I swear,
surrounded.
I'm
That one
staring
squad is
right
now
at him.
surrounded
He
from
is
multiple
one wall
sides,
separating
taking
us.
fire. Multiple grenades
Paper.
going off, and they're gonna lose a lot of men over there. You can see that militia squad leader makes the call. He's gonna pull his troops back. I think that's the right call. The only question is, how are they gonna get back to the compound? There's a big stretch, maybe 50 meters wide, of open ground. We can see the MTLB engaging the other ZSU MTLB. And these MTLBs are just working the angles. They're chewing up the militiamen on the point. There's very little cover out here. These ruins are not sufficient enough
Squad 4, is it on a hill?
to protect against
Repeat.
these MTLBs. Oh! The ZSU does know that he has infantry on the other side of him, but he's getting lit up by the MTLB. I don't think that's going to be effective. This militia squad getting wiped up on the south. So we can see Russia very handily taking this first operation, at least so far. Russia continuing to be aggressive. Look at this. Advancing onto the enemy's position. Continuing to push forward.
Contact yourself.
But they still have defenders advantage. An MTL, or a Dishka on the west flank
Did you clear the contacts on that point?
sees the Russians trying to push in and has them now suppressed. You can see all those Russians prone as this Dishka begins lighting up this west flank. And now that western squad completely immobilized by the Dishka, firing ruthlessly on his position.
We're still at 100%, by the way.
Copy. That's
This
awesome.
is 1. We're getting engaged by an HMG here on the south side.
Copy. Smoke it if you need to. Smoke it to
We're
create
now
a smoke,
18 to
to create
8,
a
looking
visibility
bad
screen
for
to try and get
militia
through
right
that.
now. And Russia now closing in from all sides. This squad essentially combat ineffective. It's just the squad leader remaining of
Copy.
this one
Continue his
squad.
fire mission. Keep his vehicles at range and use them to suppress. Make sure it's only gunner driver, and continue the push.
And yeah,
Solid copy.
this entire squad, you can see how one HMG and squad ops can really lock up an entire squad simply because people are so afraid to die because it is a one-life
You're
event.
free and clear. Tedish, I see Muff pushing into those ruins. Nothing up to that ruins and beyond. You're free to push up to that building. If you proceed to the east around that building. You've got no contact visible inside the compound. Alright, all squads, let's go ahead and push in, converge on the factory.
So command
They either
calls
have a
for
brilliant
all
flank
squads to
going on, or they're
push
down
in.
on their last leg, but let's get in there.
And there's still a good amount of militia in these buildings. It's still going to be quite a push to get in here. This Dishka is still lighting up this entire Russian squad on the west, really suppressing them. But they are, look at that, they're staying aggressive, even if they have to crawl. Russia keeping up the pressure, continuing to push. That southern squad now pushed up. You can see this eastern squad popping smokes in preparation for a not platoon push, but a squad push. Smokes go out. They're going to wait for those to deploy. That's a long, maybe 50, 100 meter stretch of open land that they're going to have to cross. But those MTLBs really keeping militia tucked in. Working those angles. You can see fire trading with that western squad. Yeah. Russians engaging this south wall, managed to pick up a militiaman trying to man that window. He goes down to, I think this is a PKM. This PKM was set up covering, and he managed to see that guy in the window. And militia's just getting worked from multiple sides. That ZSU still firing. You can hear those secondary explosions. Oof. Narrowly misses those two Russian soldiers.
We've got ears on AA north, most likely.
Yeah, it's on the northwest corner, other side of the fence. Northwest.
Status is down, I'm in command. Let me know what you need. We are roughly down south of factory.
And it's getting a little close here. Militia coming back. It's now 20 to 12. They have a chance to pull this back, especially as the fighting gets closer into the compounds. They can control funnels and really lock down the entry points. And those vehicles, those 14.5 MTLBs, won't be able to engage because all these militiamen will be in buildings. So there is a possibility that militia still comes out on top.
Yeah,
They do still have that defender's advantage. You can see
they're
they're now pretty much restricted within the actual compound. A couple people still outside. That'd be include like maybe the one Dishka guy. This Dishka gunner already taken out. This militia squad leader trying to get that Dishka manned. And he does. He manages to get that gun back up to suppress this western squad. I think he killed that one player. Yeah, he did. He did. He nailed that one Russian player. And you can see that shield denying some of those rounds, but Russia's getting close here on the west. I don't know if that Dishka gunner knows that they're that close. He's got to load now. He's got to change out that can. Russia getting really ballsy with the MTLB, pushing it right up the center. Trying to get fire on those Dishkas. Yeah, just this Dishka takes out another player. No, he's still crawling around. Just a ton of fire on this west flank, pinning that entire squad. This south squad's still trying to maneuver, find a way in. It does look like they're going to keep that PKM watching that south, but they're going to move around the southwest side now. And that Russian squad on the east popped smoke, and they managed to get across the train yard. So Russia closing in. Calculated, controlled. It's a smooth push. Militia now 26 to 13, so Russia pulling it back again.
This is squad 2. I'm
Double the kills of militia.
Try and make a push and breach southwest corner.
Hey, firm, do it.
Russians making a push right now, trying to get across.
Everybody push to compound and breach.
And they do manage to get across. Now that all of militia is within the buildings.
I got eyes on AAA. We're gonna try and hit it now.
Command is hit, going down. This is order to push all squads in. Breach the building.
The ZSU MTLB takes a round, but I don't believe it is manned. Second round goes out on the MTLB. That should pop it.
Got 2 hits on AAA.
Russians still trying to breach your compound. It's gonna come down to CQB now. So let's get close.
K4, we're reaching with you.
Right here at the end.
Oh, that discus shoots right into the building. Gets 2 Russians. Oh, and he's got to be so happy about that. He can see straight into this building. And he's gonna rotate, I think, to the south. This could be a really hard position to take out. But Russia now getting control over the entire north side of the compound. There's only a few militiamen left on the south. But Russia really closing in here. There's maybe 5 militia left up. That Dishka gets taken out from a different angle. And it's now going to come down to a few soldiers. This squad on the south trying to breach this door right here. They do manage to get in. He tries to shoot in through the window. Does manage to kill him, but he gets shot in the process. I think this is the last survivor over this south squad. Maybe a couple more. There's now 4 militiamen left. 3, excuse me. 1 in this room and 2 in the other room. Oh, that squad leader now coming back.
That AAA is in the northwest corner. Still.
And we're dwindling down here to the final few. Like this militiaman all alone. He's gonna send our, oh, good frag in, but I think it's too far. He is on the other side of these oh, using those windows. Alright, the entire west side is now cleared. It's now down to these 2 militiamen and that 1 squad leader over there in the corner. But yeah, there's a lot of windows. Holy crap. You gotta be mindful of these windows. This Russian getting smart, utilizing the window. Yeah. You gotta be mindful of those windows, boys. Yep.
Alright,
and the lone survivor for militia here. His entire team destroyed. Let's see how much damage he can do before he gets wiped.
Yeah, or from the southeast. I don't know how you get up.
That MTLB is looking like right at him. Is it empty? It might be empty. And that's it. He goes down. Russians platoon strategy really working out for them. Executed exactly as planned. Hit the compound from multiple sides, work those angles, work the windows, and they actually did a crap ton of damage. Working those windows
job, guys.
really messed them up. The different angles, like, I don't know, the militia just did not know how to counter that.
AA sounds awesome, man.
Yeah, that was awesome job, guys. Executed well.
PK 10.
So once again, we go to round 2 of squadops.gg, one life event.
If you can.
We play 2 rounds in every event. So we're going to be swapping over here. We're going to be watching Militia now. So whoever was on Militia is now playing on Russia, and Russia now playing on Militia. But yeah, if you want to catch more of these one life events, make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/squadops or twitch.tv/squadops. Because we stream every single event, and we have 3 events a week. So make sure you go check those out. And if you want to get in on Squad Ops, we're an open community. Check us out at squadops.gg. But yeah, we're going to be set here for the second round as teams switch sides. And we'll see if this platoon is able to execute a solid offense. Yep, so we just switching teams now. We're switching sides. But yeah. Cool one life events. If you want to find out more, check out squadops.gg. Fantastic, fantastic community. Alright, we're just waiting on command. Alright, here we go. Now we make our squad. Alright.
Alright, guys.
Can it be Web Squad?
Less exaggerations in reports. Because I was under the understanding that it was the full fucking squad north, to quote you, Schmitty. And they surrounded us.
That's what it seemed like. I'm sorry.
They got us from the west and the
So
south.
it does
They
look
got us
like
from
there
the
was
southwest and the
failure in
southeast.
communication. Communication,
So,
once again, in these One Life
yeah, if I
events
had
is
looked
really
at Florida
important
train
because,
tunnel,
let's say I
think
have
we
some
would've been able to
information, but
speak
I
through
die before I can share that information
after
with
they
a
had,
platoon.
committed onto the
That
points.
could be the difference between a
And
massive
maybe have done
flank,
something.
a loss,
I
and
don't
a
know.
win.
Fucking.
But yeah, there's
weapons
a
squad
huge
is gonna be Silas 'cause he's gonna
importance in organization, communication,
I don't wanna be it.
strategy,
Not
in
it.
squad
Alright,
ops
fine.
that does not exist in regular
Silent.
squad, and I think that's why our community
You and Tap us, so I
draws
didn't
so
wanna
many
do
people
it.
is because
I
we're
didn't
able to
wanna
offer
do
that
it.
further realism and hardcore experience to people.
Let's go.
Wow.
Fucking.
But yeah,
tap
we're
the
gonna watch
TLBs.
Russia assault. This time there's gonna be a different strategy, I believe, as we do now have a different commander.
Silent and.
Karmakut, is squad ops creating mods to bring new gameplay modes to squad?
I don't-
In a
what about
sense,
weapons
we do have a
I don't
mod
think we
development
should-
team that
No,
is
no,
working
no,
on
no.
creating a squad
It's
ops
gonna be
mod for squad
Silent
to
and,
help make our
Silas
events more
are
immersive
in
and
transport.
more fun and things like that.
Tap
So
and
we are always
Smitty
looking
are
at
in
finding ways
TLBs.
to improve our platform.
Sorry, and my squad's going. Where am I? What am I getting in?
Silence Weapon Squad, right?
So once again, this is
Yeah,
SquadOps.gg One Life event. If you'd like to join our community, check out SquadOps.gg. If you'd like to see more content, check out twitch.tv/SquadOps or youtube.com/SquadOps. We're on the second round now. Once again, these are One Life events, so as soon as you're dead, that's it. You get one life. At that point, you then spectate the rest of the operation with the rest of the people who are dead. And so, yeah, we have a platoon structure. We are organized, so we have platoon leaders, squad leaders, fire team leaders, and then buddy teams. So we do
regular
run
lab,
that
not like
further
the,
organization within squad ops that is not offered within standard squad at the moment.
They're both lab.
Um,
I'm pretty
just to
sure it doesn't
provide
matter,
more
just
control
one has
over
the
your
frag round and
platoon,
one's the multi-
because it is important that you are
the
able to
law.
execute plans in a one life scenario, because it is one life.
Don't
Everything
think it
has
matters.
a huge difference, right? If
What?
you're able to
Fine.
take a hill rather than getting your whole
What?
squad wiped, like it makes all the difference.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Whatever they're most
it wasn't
comfortable
specific.
Can
Okay,
the
because the other one
multi-use
hits
be
harder
used
with vehicles.
for
Yeah.
That's
infantry?
what I was saying.
I'm pretty
Is it
sure,
just
yeah,
as
most
good
of
as the frag?
No.
Okay, so
Are we good to
ideally you
spawn in?
want the OG
Don't-
one, right? Because
don't-
it's mostly
them.
infantry.
Yeah.
Don't forget to take an extra trans.
So 2 trans?
Yeah.
Or no,
extra
just
yep.
one trans.
It's already in the dock, yeah.
Okay, then. All right, someone changed it.
Yeah, so 2 MTLB,
Okay, cool.
1 trans.
Yeah.
Cool. Everybody's clear to spawn
Thanks
in.
for making it.
So yeah, we're just
Get you guys spawned in, get them hanging out. We're gonna go do our command brief.
So they're gonna do
over
their command
here
brief. Once again, we have platoon briefs and
by
command
the
briefs
one-
within our operations, just because like everyone needs to be on the same page before you start the op. Because if command dies or your
Whatever
squad
you
leaders
want.
die, you're gonna get wrecked because the plan falls apart. No one knows what the hell is going on. Comms break down. Like if your squad leaders all die, you no longer have command comms between squads. You have zero communication now because you don't have that squad leader to communicate with that the platoon leader or the other squad. So communication is 100% more important now in our One Life events, because information you die with is information that doesn't get spread out to the team. So it's incredibly important that you do share that information.
I got like 6 kills and I felt kind
I
of
knew
bad about it.
everybody I sent out there was gonna be dead. That's why I didn't want to push too far out.
Will the water actually kill you? I'm just curious.
No.
No, but yeah.
I mean, hyper will kill you.
Okay, silent.
Hyper will kill you.
Okay. You're an asshole.
Cool. Who are we missing?
Odd.
Alright, so I want to come in from the south. I want to come through train tunnel. So I want to come in from like
You don't want to do the north anymore?
here. I never wanted to do north.
Okay, so we just fare everyone to those bridge?
See, so we could do a 2-pronged approach. I like doing just full platoon like assaults with like a flank, like a single squad
Well,
flanking, not
can I do
like
flank?
multiple prongs.
If we
I can
push
flank
those
her north.
MTLBs,
What did you learn about asking?
No, Silas, you're flank. No,
if we put those
Well,
vehicles
just go
out there
drive
quick
myself.
enough, we can get across that bridge before they get anywhere near tunnel. Honestly, it took my guys forever to get down there.
Wait, well,
you gonna join
I
us?
had you shifting around.
Yeah.
What?
If they run straight there. Well, which bridge can we cross then? Out of these three, these three are like well, yeah, those three are like the bridges I think we can
The
cross.
southernmost one we can get across very easily. It'll take them forever to get set up on the far side of that tunnel. Honestly, if we
Okay.
bypass tunnel, you know, I think it'd be easier for us to
so
get up.
what's the route? Like, is it like here?
So this is Operation Frozen Dinner. The militia are
Like
setting
that?
up in Tire Factory.
It
That's
depends
the
how
I
stuff
say
mission
if we're gonna go
operation
south.
objective.
I mean,
We
really,
go
So as you
south.
can
I
see,
think we go all the way to
militia's
the
setting up
first,
right
but
now.
The
Yeah.
question is,
and
they're
Russia's
gonna
objective
they're gonna hear that
is
till
to
regardless,
take
right?
out
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we
the
just
But I
like
think if we
Tire
go
Factory.
east,
They need
if
to
we go
control
east
Tire
first,
Factory. So it's a simple
then
attack
at
and
least
defend
we'll
op. We do
probably
have
box
different
try and be
operations. We
closer
have
south.
high value target and assassination operations. We have
Or we
IED
could
bomb removal operations.
transport
We
books
have
to this
convoy
bridge,
operations. We have
then
all
we've got
kinds of different
MTVs
operations,
crossing,
extraction operations.
like,
But this is a
bridge
simple
or
attack
this
and defend
bridge,
op
probably the
that we
second
came up with
bridge.
for the new map, which is Belaya, which
Yeah,
is V10.
that way
Once
they
again, if
think
you
we're
have not
committing
gotten
to
squad,
that,
now is the
bridge
perfect
when
time to
actually
buy
the
squad. It's
platoon
on
go
sale
down
right
south.
now on Humble Bundle. So
Yeah.
go ahead and pick up squad on
Or,
sale
yeah, like
on
the
Humble
like-
Bundle. If you have not, perfect time to get in. V10 right around the corner.
I'm just gonna
And you
hoof
can
it
play it in
onto
testing
the,
today. It's
far
also
northern
on
bridge.
sale, so grab squad if you have not already. If you're
No,
interested
no,
in
see, I
joining
don't
or
wanna
finding
do
out
too
more
much.
about our
Like,
One Life
if we're doing
events, head over to
flank, it's gonna be
squadops.gg.
we're
And
approaching
look
from
over our
here,
website.
and
If you
you're
have any
gonna
questions,
flank
join
from,
that
like,
Discord, and someone will be
here.
there to help you.
We're not gonna do like 200
But yeah,
meters,
if you have any
stuff like that. It's
questions,
too hard.
as we're in
Things
intermission
go-
here,
if
as
things go wrong,
both
you're
squads
cut off,
complete their
come down
briefings again.
squad. But if things
Yeah,
go well,
the
you
operation
know,
doc
wipe a
is
squad. It's like
is pretty
it's a
simple.
hit or miss.
They're
I don't
going to
wanna-
take Tire
I don't
Factory,
wanna try.
militias to defend Tire
make a deal,
Tire Factory.
Shoot.
Russia gets 2
If you take
MTLB
this southern
14.5
road,
millimeter
use the hills over by
vehicles
the
and
friendly
1
farm
transport
mart
vehicle,
because,
and
like my
militia
guys,
gets
the Russians were
1
right on top of us,
ZSU
and before we even found out they were
MTLB
flanking our
and
south
1
road.
logistics truck to run
Copy.
supplies
So
to build
we'll
their
push
defense.
Fob Bridge with
But
infantry.
yeah, we've been
or with
streaming
transport.
now for a total
We'll
of
push
10 hours and
this
30
bridge
minutes
with MTLBs.
straight. So,
cross
I don't know, I think this
through,
is my longest squad
train
stream I've
tunnel,
ever done.
And we'll set up here to assault.
We're at 10 hours and 30 minutes right now. Initially, it was going to be a 24-hour stream because the V10 test was only going to be here for 24 hours.
Shit, you do blink.
But they extended it now to Saturday.
That was off topic.
So I don't know, I might pace myself so I can play
realistic.
more.
We'll be doing a platoon line for most.
But
of it.
yeah, we've been going for 10 hours and 30
I wanted
minutes
to, like,
on
clear
stream.
out train tunnel.
It's been
Feel
quite a wild day.
Probably
Ton of
underutilized
fun.
it.
This is the longest I've played squad straight.
Look dumb.
I also love how you have like.
Cool. Any questions? Any suggestions? Anything?
Jay,
before we
you're a
change?
savage. You've been here with me for 10 hours. You're a savage, man.
Nah, let's just lit.
Okay. So, just for transport, it is Silas and Sightless going that bridge. Tap and
Silent?
Shitty are going.
Odie just disconnected.
Silent and Sightless.
Silas.
Silas.
Karmakut, in the
Silence?
VIP
Silence.
ops,
Just
does the
connect.
VIP get or can pick up
Odie.
weapons?
Odie.
Yep.
Whatever.
Well, it
There's a
depends on the
bunch of-
VIP ops. Sometimes they're
It was a Zephyr.
insurgent leaders. Sometimes you gotta rescue the VIP.
FPOs
Depends on the
were
operation. We have a
and-
multitude of different
Give it
HVT
to the
operations.
Alpha team.
Alright,
Whoever
give
is
it to
Alpha.
Alpha. Fire team lead.
Yeah, the V10
Adorable.
test, public test, will run until Saturday.
Totes
happened?
fresh.
What happens when you spam your
Somebody
bino button?
DC. Oh, tab skip didn't matter. Cool. Anything we can change, or can we meet up?
I love how like you're not even like looking
Silent,
at
you're
your
driving.
binoculars.
What's he with Odie Tap here?
up
He's
to your
not here
head.
anymore.
He just logged. He just joined again. We'll be back in just a second.
Gotcha.
Everybody got hits with somebody who's not going to DC.
No, Jamie keeps DCing, and he's MG.
Alright, come to me.
Alright, we're gonna hear the full platoon brief for Russia.
Bring it on me for the brief.
Alright, sorry, I got my game crash.
Aren't we doing a platoon brief?
Yeah. For the platoon brief. Bring everybody here. What?
Hey, Skline, is my hands like crossed in front of me?
No, it's
Nope,
like
you
extended
never
outwards.
look better.
It's weird.
But yes, your
can't
arm is broken
undo
off your
it.
body.
Crawl.
Go prone.
I tried.
Not only is
I did
your
that.
wrist broken, but
There
I
it goes.
think
Oh yeah, so V10's out, so you
There
can
goes.
climb stuff now.
no,
There it goes. That
Oh yeah,
was
fixed.
Cool. As soon as Dermo and No Name get here, we're gonna start.
They're slow.
Super slow.
Running with his tactical shovel.
You're running with your shovel weird.
As far as I'm concerned, Silas won that for us.
No, man, that's how you want to recheck off.
So you can see the fire team's kind of set here. Messily.
You're the MTLB drivers. Cool. Alright guys, welcome to round 2 of Operation Frozen Dinner. We are tasked with assaulting a militia cache that is located at factory. The plan is as follows. We're going to be splitting up into 2 vehicle groups really. Squad 1 and Squad 2, Schmitty and Tap, are going to be mounting up in the MTLBs. OD Tap is in charge of the driver and gunner for those. Schmitty's just riding along. Squad 3 and Squad 4 and Command will be riding in the transport. The plan is we're going to bust it east. We're going to head along the far eastern edge of the map till probably about here.
So they're going east instead of Google's plan to go west. They're going to be coming around the south flank. Where Google came across, previously we saw him try to surround it, and it worked. Shadow Ritual's going to go for a full platoon push from the south.
And
So I'm excited to see this. I love seeing full platoon pushes. Just the massive amount of firepower and soldiers on one flank.
And we're going to assault factory from that direction with MTLB supports. Basically, squads 2, 3, and 4 are going to be the assault element. Squad 1 is going to be the element that tries to hit him on a flank, maybe maneuver a little further east or a little northeast, and try and hit him from a different direction. But I kind of want to do a one front with a flank attack because I feel like that's a better use of our powers, especially if we can get the weapon squad set up to support you as you move in. Are there any questions?
Can one get an MTLB with us on that flank? Because they can own that entire factory from the hill.
You're not. You're gonna be riding in the MTLB. You're gonna. If you go northeast, we're gonna be moving from the. Well, you're gonna be moving from the friendly fob marker. So it's not like you're going. To approach from
I understand,
like
but
here.
like detach it from 2, and give it.
Oh,
like,
we'll see if the situation arises. We'll see where he puts them. Tap's the one who's mainly charging them. They're probably gonna be like here and here. I don't really know what the situation is gonna call for, but like those are some pretty decent spots to put them. Or that was decent against us. So we'll see.
I had 2 DCs. We need to wait.
Cool. Are there any questions?
All right.
Cool. No questions. Squad leads.
So, Shadow Ritual's plan for the squad op is to take his entire platoon east and then south and assault the factory as a full force from the south flank. Where we saw Google last round in this One Life event try to take factory by splitting up his forces and surrounding, and that worked to great effect. We're going to see how this full platoon push from the south works. I'm excited. Very excited. Yeah, we're flying over here. Let's see how Militia sets up their defense. Well, looks like they're still doing their brief.
We're waiting for a couple people to reconnect, but we should be ready soon. Get everybody mounted up, guys. Get them mounted up. Get them ready to go.
This is Jimmy Joe. This is SquadOps.gg One Life hardcore events.
I don't think there's enough room.
It's within our own community, so all these guys join up through SquadOps.gg, and we pit them against each other 40v40 in a One Life scenario. It's open community, so anyone can join our community. You just have to go through a single basic training course to get everyone on the same page, which goes from 45 to 1 hour, 45 minutes to 1 hour. So if you want to learn more about how to join and get in on these One Life hardcore immersive events, check out squadops.gg. Follow us on youtube.com/squadops and twitch.tv/squadops. Once again, if you have not gotten into Squad, now is the perfect time as it is on sale on Humble Bundle. So go ahead and pick it up on Humble Bundle. It's on sale. V10 test is this week for the next 2 days. So it's the perfect time. This is literally the perfect time to get in the squad.
Ooh, I like the inside of this MTLB. It's like 3 different windows.
I like the fact that you can't instant teleport.
Alright, so I have my,
I'm debating on drinking another monster, but I feel like 2 monsters in one day and my heart's gonna explode.
20 minutes ago. So where are we going?
It was totally
I can never
abused
get
by
to
all
it.
the other games.
We're gonna be on the most eastern roads until about
We'll see though. See how my heart feels. Could very well just explode. Question for anyone interested in answering: do you think that this style of squad play would be fun in a tournament or league
Alright,
setting?
it's gonna be a little bit. They're just now getting ready to do their
It's a lot to manage,
No problem.
administration-wise, simply because of the one-life nature.
We're still waiting on
These
one.
events.
Waiting on my medic.
I mean, going 20 feet, just so we're good to go. So less.
Yeah, briefing
worry
is
about us
separate
and
from
just sit here
staging
and talk.
time. We have briefing and then live in squad ops. Staging time just got added in V10. Eat a Snickers. Eat a Snickers. 10 out of 10. Do you think that modding could help with the administration though? Definitely, for sure, it could help. But there's a lot of aspects that need a human eye and control over. So I don't know. Might be able to get it to a point where it's fully automated. That'd be very efficient, but I don't know. We'll see.
Why do I feel
guess.
like Jack always has problems with this game?
Actually, I'm gonna drop it off right there because if we're going the long way around.
Will you do more basic
then
SOT
we get the
soon?
village.
Because my working schedule is tight. Yeah, we're planning on we're taking a break for the holidays after today's event. Simply because everyone's out for Christmas and for you know, all the holidays, New Year's and stuff like that. So we'll be resuming in January, I believe, unless we decide to host an op this Saturday on Belaya again. I don't know. We'll see.
Son, did you give your MG to somebody else?
Yeah, I gave my MG to someone else.
Cool. Trust your MGs.
And we're almost in on live.
Are you in
Honestly, would you see this style in a league or tournament setting eventually? I don't know. See, there's a lot of issues that if we were to make squad ops competitive, you'd run into a lot of issues simply because of how it's one life and you spectate and stuff like that. It'd be a very difficult task, I think, personally. That's not the direction we plan on going. We don't plan on making squad ops competitive. Our main goal is to bring an immersive, tactical, hardcore, realistic event to players, not necessarily competitive league style or tournament style.
I don't know where he was, but he was in Westbrook.
We're based on giving you guys a good experience. And with competition, you have to sacrifice a lot for that. There's no ranking system, as of right now at least. Could be something we look into. I'm not ruling it out, but right now there's no ranking system.
Why did he get 10 out of 2?
I was saving this.
No one got 10 out of 2.
Once again, guys, don't forget, I'll be streaming more standard vanilla play after this operation. We're gonna go until we're gonna go for like another maybe 4 or 5 hours. We'll see.
You gotta speak up, man. You gotta speak up.
I spoke.
Shoot something in what direction I should be shooting it.
Is the stream point system working? It should be. I don't see why it wouldn't be.
I WS, but I'm just bedazzled by the snowflakes, to be honest.
I think it's a single DC at this point.
Snow Angels? Is that thing in version 10? Snow Angels?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's in V11.
I don't know what he's talking about. Hold on,
They're into a brief
Well,
there
that'll
still,
only
so
end
give
my
me a second.
reason.
I'll be right back. They're about done.
All right, they're ready. All right, we're good. So we're about to go live here. I love the way this goes due to grasp to your one life. How do you feel that this is going to be with the new patch? It will make it more slow pace, I believe, due to more recoil and stuff. Yeah, this is actually our first V10 operation. This is on the new V10 map with the new V10 mechanics and everything. So we already are seeing like people aren't used to it. People are dying really fast. They're not used to the patch yet, so we're still getting used to it. I think everyone in general is getting used to V10.
Yeah, and we're going the long way.
Link, I'll have to look into
Actually,
it later.
want me to go the long way or the short way at the trans?
Yeah, mortar smoke should definitely last a little longer. I would like to see mortar smoke last a little longer.
Go long.
All right, so we're live in 30 seconds.
Still, you're gonna get the space. You're gonna be ahead of us either way, no matter what we do. I'd rather us hit it kind of at the same time.
Hey, Silence, it's you guys got the MGs. My squad's gonna cross that bridge first.
Oh, the gods have blessed us.
Same thing, but behind him.
Is there an idea to how long V10 will be rolled out after it reverts back to V9? As of right now, I don't think we have a definitive answer by the devs.
I'm gonna push on. I don't believe.
We'll see. All right, we're live in 2 seconds. And let's kick off Squad Ops 1 Life event, Operation Frozen Dinner, Round 2. Shadow Ritual's gonna try a full-on Russian platoon push from the south. We're gonna see how successful he is. We're gonna push over here as he does that maneuver to see what the militia have in store for him. We zip on over to the southwest. So Russia's going all the way around to ensure that they don't get engaged on and to ensure that they don't run into any unexpected contact. All of militia here. Wow, this is a good spread. So you can see Google going for a completely different defense. He's going to hold these western hills. And I do like this call from Google on militia side defense, because if he can control the outside of the compound, he can really control the hills and stuff like that. And if he doesn't concede them, he can manage to keep Russia back at quite a length. Because this compound's pretty wide open on all sides. You see on the north, there's a large open area. On the west, there's a couple streets that'll block it off because it's so open. The south has the most cover, if anything, with just a couple ruins
I think he got
and
shot while I was in it, so I think the model doesn't
these
show.
rocks. And then this east, this train tracks are huge. So if you can control the outside area, these large open areas surrounding the factory, you'll be able to secure any advance that Russia tries to attempt. But I mean, Shadow's making the right call to come from the south. This is the best way, I think, in my opinion. If I were to attack this point, I would come in from the south. This is the most cover you're gonna get. A lot of tree cover. Yeah, if he gets control over this eastern hill and the western hill at the same time, and he pushes with the full force of his platoon south to north, he'll be in a good position to take the factory. But yeah, you can see now Russia now has their vehicles further on the southeast now. Gonna be swinging around for a while. You know what might happen is, you see that Logi on the southwest side of the map? Russia might run into militia's logisticals truck, which is running supplies so that they can continue building on the cap. So if that happens, that'll be very interesting. That'll be very unlucky for Russia, because they'll give away their position. But I mean, it's a big map. Might not happen. We'll see. You can see Russia's playing it real safe, staying on the outside of the map, making sure they're
Actually, do you want to try to ambush the
seen.
Logi first?
Why don't you play? Just spectate. I want to spectate this operation. I do usually play platoon leader. Or platoon commander when we play squad ops. I'm usually one of the platoon leaders. But I felt like, well, for one, we didn't have our full multicam stream up, which we usually have, which is a multiple perspective stream. We have 2 commentaries usually, and it's very professional. But our mixer, our producer, Penn, has a lot of work this Thursday. So we need someone to stream.
We'll try and interdict the Logi if we
myself
can.
and I think Muff are streaming this operation tonight. Let's see where they put the... Alright, so they put the ZSU on the cap as well. I don't really necessarily agree with this call. I don't like putting these kind of vehicles on the cap, simply because the thought process is, if I'm putting an asset, like a big asset like the MTLB, somewhere, and I put it on the cap, Russia, when they assault this compound, they're binocking, they're scouting, they're reconning the area. They're gonna see the MTLB because they're looking at the compound, trying to get recon on the compound already. So they're gonna spot the MTLB, right? They're gonna see it. But if you place it off into the woods, Russia's mainly just checking the compound, right? Unless they get lucky scouting these surrounding hills, you could keep the ZSU in a flanking position until you want to open up with it. Whereas right here, if Russia sees it while they're doing recon on the compound, and they get their 14.5s into position, they could very easily take out that ZSU before it does anything.
Hold at the fork. Tap. We're gonna set up a little interdictor there, and I want to get my guy in before we take.
Oh my god, the Logi and the Trans are so close to each other. I wonder if they hear each other.
Basically, we're gonna lock on these two roads.
They don't hear each other.
Main. I like where you're going. Transport. Lock down that road. We're gonna sit here minutes. Like 2, 3.
Oh, where am I
See if
going?
it's coming
What
or
the hell am I
going,
doing?
and then we'll move on.
I'm going the wrong way. This way. It's
Not
over here.
too
Jesus,
long,
map
though.
is
I
so
don't
big,
want to
dude.
set up a train
I love it.
Okay,
I
we
love this map so
dismounted. We're
much.
gonna start
Alright,
pushing north.
here's the militia Logi booking it down the highway.
Copy.
And Russia set up a roadblock here.
Setting up an ambush here. Alright, I'm moving past you.
They're gonna catch the Logi on its way back, and that Logi's gonna get slaughtered. It's gonna get absolutely slaughtered. You can see the entire Russian infantry platoon dismounted here. They're now pushing the south side of the map. It's gonna take them a long time. I'm not sure if Shadow knows how far away he is. Maybe he does, but it looks like he's intent on taking out this logistical truck.
Alright, awaiting orders.
Stand by. 2, 3, and 4 are like.
So we're definitely gonna
That's
be
like a
seeing
6-minute run for them, so we've got that long before we cross the bridge.
a slower operation here.
To take security around the MTLBs then.
The MTLB's here,
Sounds
parked
good.
at this intersection.
Yeah, we're
Road
hoping
blocking
that
this off.
with a long run, we'll hear the Logi.
Well, it's
Copy. One, send out your lads.
I brought a backwards.
Send out your lad and a rifleman to go just
They're
over
gonna be
the
set
hill
here.
to the south northwest.
Setting up an
Just the guys
ambush.
on that other
I
road
like
the,
it.
Transport's on. You know what I mean?
Copy.
Don't let them skyline if they can help it. If they need to go southwest, do it. Just don't let them skyline.
It's a nice little position for an ambush. This intersection. That Logi's gonna be booking it down the road, and he's not even gonna know what hit him. I think he's turning around now. Yeah, we've been streaming for about 11 hours here. Hey Karma, what do you think about developing a special forces squad, like more or harder in-game training? I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not.
Oh, the gods have blessed us.
We'd have to mess around with it. Alright, so this Logi heading back, we're gonna witness the most fantastic display of fireworks as this thing gets absolutely lit.
Oh, the gods have blessed us.
The boys picking it up on Humble Bundle. Get your squad copy on Humble Bundle. It's on sale. Alright, here we go. Here we go. They're gonna hear it. Which path is he going? We're gonna find out now. We're gonna hear it. If he manages to slip through, I'll be very surprised. I think he might slip right through. Squad 4 might see him. So it's gonna be interesting if this.
On that Logi East 3's position coming back to main. Send back.
Copy that. One, you may be able to hit.
If this Logi driver is paying attention and he sees a trans on the side of the road, that's gonna be a huge blunder. Let's see if he can see this trans on the right-hand side of the road.
No shots there, right?
You went by. We're gonna set up an ambush.
The trans is on the right-hand side of the road in the open. if this militia driver's paying any attention at all, and he sees that empty trans over here, he's gonna know that the platoon is on the south end. But we'll see if this driver's sleeping or not, because that's a huge tell. Russia completely just left their trans on the right-hand side
the
of the
gods have blessed
MSR.
us.
Michael Yax, you're a freaking savage. Thanks for the 20 bucks, man. Appreciate that. So, yeah, Russia kind of tactical blunder here. I'm not sure if they thought, even, like, considered the possibility of this trans being spotted.
Do you think the Logi saw us, Silas?
My medic just healed him.
But...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did he know not to?
We're going to see if, yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I don't know if that call went out. Let's see if we can see militia, if militia's moved at all.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Can we let that one slide? 'Cause Fulcrum literally bugged out and died.
If there hasn't
Stream
been
points
contact
ain't working.
yet, I don't
Alright,
see why
Lank, I'll
we
take a
wouldn't
look
let him
into
back
it.
in. It's a community call, though.
Huh?
It's
a
the same thing
community
if he
call.
disconnects out of contact. You haven't taken contact yet.
Okay, cool. He's good. He's alright. Alright. Let's worry about this Logi.
Clear comms, please. I need to hear it.
Okay, so I don't know. A lot of Russians are looking south. Like you can see those triangles all facing south. The Logi might have seen it.
Parked in a obvious position?
And Shadow now asked about the transport.
Yes.
And Shadow sighs.
Okay. Let's go ahead and move because I'm 90% sure they know we're here now.
Yeah. Yeah, Shadow knows. Shadow knows
We're
now.
gonna wait.
We have
We're gonna
all
give
the
it 20
roads.
seconds. Yeah, we do have all the roads unless he goes like super.
My lat says he can hit the Logi when it runs back.
All right, so this is gonna be epic. We're gonna get a good shot of this
you
right
want
here.
that?
Let's see.
We're gonna give it a couple more seconds, but yeah, if he can get the shot. I want to destroy this Logi.
This
gonna
PKM
give
set
it
up here.
A minute.
Set up on the corner.
Gonna give it
They're gonna
till
ambush this guy.
127.
They're gonna hit
He's
this
not
guy
back.
hard. Holy crap! The entire squad's
You're
here. I
out.
didn't even see these guys because of their camo.
So 3 put in a pretty
And here they come.
precarious spot. He may not have seen it on his way back if he's just zoned out. If he turned left at that intersection, he may not have seen it.
Here we go.
All to the land.
We got audible. We got audible.
You could hear
It's
the
coming.
gunfire.
It's coming on the road. Here it
Okay,
comes.
we're getting ready to shoot it.
Oh, he whiffed! Oh my god, they both whiffed.
Coming towards you. Coming towards you.
Oh my god, the lats whiffed it. Oh no.
West of 1.
The little Logi that could.
So you gotta finish it off.
Oh my god. Huge tactical blunder. And he's gonna slip. Oh, that is just awful. That is just terrible for Russia. That is just absolutely terrible. Holy crap.
Yes, it
That
did.
Logi driver must have shat his pants. I kid you not.
Let's move.
A ton of MMG fire.
Two's gonna go ahead and cross
2
this
lat
bridge.
shots.
Pretty clear on the other.
And he's probably like just trucking along in his Logi, completely silent. And all of a sudden he just gets
Let's get mounted
engaged
up,
on by a
move.
full squad. I bet you he wet his fucking pants. I bet you. What a boss.
Get the guys immediately around the area mounted up. The guys who are on the closest to you, they're crossing on foot. Get eyes on the bridge and tell us if it's clear.
Oh boy.
Who you talking to?
1.
Oh boy, this is gonna be bad.
Schmitty.
We're linking back up before.
This is gonna be
yeah,
bad.
3 and 4, you're still moving.
Russia now completely exposed on the south. That Logi's gonna relay that over to
Schmitty,
to
the guys
militia
immediately around
command.
the M2B load
And you
up.
can
The guys
already
immediately
see as
around
we
you,
fly
get eyes on
closer,
bridge
the
to
entire
tunnel, and we're gonna cross.
militia
Cross on foot.
team
I just
now
want the immediate guys
prepped
around here. They're gonna
and
run
looking
across.
south. This is gonna be a rough one. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be Russia's gonna have a hard time. Militia has a squad set up on this hill as kind of a forward listening outpost, observation post. And then they have the majority of their forces back near the cap and on the western hill. It's gonna be pretty hard for Russia to engage without being expected. However, this northern squad might, if they push fast enough, this northern squad of militias all the way far north, they might be out of position to help with the, where is he? On the opposite side? Right there. They're really far out of position, so if Russia pushes fast enough, they might be able to engage with that entire squad out of position. But,
they can't just immediately dismount.
yeah. I bet you that Logi driver's gonna tell that story all the time now. Remember that one time in that one op when I got engaged out of nowhere and survived and slipped between the entire Russia platoon?
Your call, let's sprint to the next one. Your call now.
Russian MTLB is now pushing up to Bridge 2.
Your call, let's sprint to the next one. Keep moving.
Hey, Ivor, I got a guy stuck in crouch apparently. Don't kick him.
And the contact's going to be happening here soon. Russia's still mobilizing on the south, but Squad 1 from Militia in position in that LPOP. They're going to be looking and hearing everything over here.
Cross it for.
Copy that.
Both MTLBs out here, and remember, these things are loud as hell. At Squad Ops, we call them the dinner bells, because you can hear these things from nearly a quick out.
Cross. Turn left here. You're going the wrong direction. Left.
And we'll see if this LPOP decides to engage or if they're going to pull back. They have eyes on. They definitely hear him from there, too. And here come the dinner bells.
Command, do you want us coming down to help sweep tunnel, or do you want us pushing past up that hill?
Now, if Russia gets lucky and can actually spot these guys with their MTLBs, that would be a big win. These militiamen aren't really well camouflaged against the white snow.
All right, Tab,
they're not really hugging the concealment. This one's actually buying some pretty good cover.
We're gonna clear this out, and then we're gonna assault from here. We'll figure out the best angle to assault from here.
Copy.
Yeah, that Logi, you can see that Logi taking an entirely different route back. He's like, nah, not going south again. I'm going east. See him over there. But the entire militia platoon now looking southbound.
You want them to push forward.
This is gonna get really ugly really fast, and I'm excited.
Get your infantry clearing out.
Hey Nate, thanks for the $2, man. I appreciate that. Happy to do this
Get them
here,
in a
man.
safe spot. I don't want them to just get volleyed off the field. Like, just sitting on the road, they're gonna get volleyed off. We're gonna move as soon as we clear this.
Oh, the gods have blessed us.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate that, man.
4, I don't think you need a gun. 4, keep on the north. If the terrain is
All right.
Same with
We're getting closer now.
I don't
Russia's pushing up. The MTLVs, those dinner bells. Look how far away I am from these things. Where are they? They're all the way down there. Yet we can hear them. Loud as day. Clear as day. Loud as day. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Militia squad up on that hill. I don't think they have a lat guy ready to take a shot. Is there a better way you can spectate this? Yeah, usually when we do our official multicam stream, we have multiple perspectives set up. But today we do not. Today we just have these single. I do have a couple other Squad Ops vids on my channel that you can watch, and if you're interested in spectating those, so check out youtube.com/itskarmakut. The Squad Ops YouTube has all of them, as well as the Squad Ops Twitch. That's youtube.com/Squad Ops or twitch.tv/Squad Ops. The Squad Ops ones have good examples of the multicam stream, so I highly suggest you check that out, because the multicam streams are freaking awesome. You get multiple perspectives, different angles, and it really adds to the immersion, and you can really see a lot more than just one person spectating from a camera here. So go ahead and check that out. What's Squad Ops? Squad Ops is a one-life event community in the squad game. So we host single-life events where if you die, that's it. You're done. And they're platoon-level events, so we have 40v40 players.
Yeah, that's perfect.
We're organized, so we have platoon leaders, squad leaders, fire team leaders, and buddy teams. And each event is a custom event, custom mission with an objective, custom assets. Oh god, all these Russians in the open. If they have a saw up there, they could do a ton. Oh my god.
The gods have
Oh my god, here we go. He's got a lot out.
Mortars, move, spread out.
Wait, mortars! They got mortars! They got mortars! Oh my god. Militia managed to put mortar tubes up. And Russia's caught all together on the south flank. If these mortars are properly ranged...
Spread out, guys. I need to hear you chanting this shit because nobody's doing it.
And they are. They are properly ranged. This could mean disaster for Russia. Russia now spotted. They have been pit. Oh my god! And that squad up on the hill now engaging as well. This is terrible. Russia now stuck under heavy MG fire from the hill. Squad 4 calls out that they are indeed suppressed. Mortars now raining in on the end of their flank. And this is a terrible, terrible position for Russia. This is absolutely devastating. One lat shot goes out into the tunnel. I'm not sure if that connected with the MTLB.
Yeah, it's sitting in the tunnel and it's gonna die.
Yeah, they hit it with the They hit that lat.
Okay.
That lat shot made its hit on the MTLB in the tunnel. And this is just devastating. The entire Russia infantry platoon, caught by MG fire, is pinned down. You can see them taking cover. Most of them are prone. And mortars, if they continue to rain mortars on this position, could end up being devastating. However, Russia has properly split their team. They have one on the west and one on the east. This eastern element taking the brunt of the fire, the MG fire. The western element with elevation being able to suppress this hill and actually cause a few militia casualties. More mortars inbound. We'll see where these land.
You're pushing into.
A lot of Russians saturated. They need to check that spacing. They need to check that spacing. If these mortars land on target, it could end up with devastating results.
Yep.
Mortars landing.
Showing 4, we need to clear this out aggressively.
Oh my god, they killed 2 people.
Tell that MTO
Those mortars, 3 people.
I need him south.
Mortars on target, eliminate a fire team of Russian soldiers. This is terrible. This is terrible. This Russian squad over here on the far west, trying to do what they can to suppress the squad that's pinning their eastern sister element. But those mortars getting closer and closer with each barrage. Russia continuing their aggression, trying to push on this position. But they're taking massive casualties at this point. 3 go down to mortars. Their MTLB has taken a hit. These squads with their PKMs, the brand new v10 PKMs, suppressing the militiamen on this hill. There's a full militia squad on this hill. They've sustained a few casualties. You can see those tracers and rocket fire strafing this hill. They need to check fire. There's some blue on blue fire here. There's some confusion within the Russian ranks at this distance. They can't identify friend or foe. They're both wearing the same color uniform. They need to be careful. Those rounds landing awfully close to friendly Russian troops. Militia pushing out against on that western flank. We'll see if they pull the ZSU out to engage. Let's see.
Okay, that MTLB's gonna die. I don't even really need to worry about
ZSU is still in position, but it is oriented south towards enemy contact.
He's gonna have some good overwatch here.
Russia has some good overwatch positions. They're trading fire with the militia squad across the valley. What I love about squad ops is these massive range engagements, where it's like a good... More mortars. I don't think those were effective, though. Russia now getting aggressive. There we go. That's the aggression we need to see. Russia sweeping in, taking out that flank. Eliminating the remaining militia infantry here. That was the aggression we needed to see. It's about 10 minutes too late, but it's finally here. You can see if they commit and they push through the ambush, they can easily overwhelm the malicious few squad members over here. Russia trying to push up on the western flank here. They are getting engaged from the compound proper. There is an MG. I think that's a saw. Yeah, there is a saw. He's a little glitched right now, but he has his bipod deployed, and he's showing that he's showcasing the accuracy of that saw right now, as he can really control that spray.
All right,
on that south
how's
hill.
our progress looking like up there? 2 and 4, we've made it onto the hill. We're about to start pushing down it.
But yeah, Russia keeping that aggression. They need to stay aggressive. If they get stuck, the mortars will hit them. They need to continue pushing and breaking through militia's defenses, and it's working. They can continue working this western flank while their eastern squad draws fire. They just gotta split it. They gotta bound it. Oh, more mortars come out.
On the west side.
We'll see where those land. I think those are aimed at. Let's get closer here. I think those are aimed on the west. West hill. Yes, mortars can down a tank. Where are those? No, those are over here. Oh my god, it landed on top of the MTLB! Oh my god, these mortars are on target! These mortars are fucking zeroed! Landed literally on top of the MTLB and kills 3 more Russian soldiers. These mortars being used to great effect. And Russia, like I said before, needs to stay aggressive. If they slow down, mortars will land on top of them. They need to continue pushing. These mortars still landing dangerously close. Hits the second MTLB. These are some mortars directed by like some divine power or something. These are landing exactly where they need to. And this is devastating to Russia. They're taking indirect fire before they even get within 300 meters of the objective area.
Copy.
More mortars come out. If these land on target, something's crazy.
Yeah,
whoever's on that mortar needs to
guys, and we're up
needs to
against
get metal. Where are those? Those are a little bit behind. I don't think there's anyone over there. The MTLBs are kind of over there. But damn, who's on that mortar? Who is it?
Shoot, get your other MTLB
It's gotta be
in
what?
line with the
Ton?
MTLB that I'm
No,
controlling
who is
over
it?
here. We're in Overwatch position already.
I wonder who it is. We'll find out later.
Copy.
We can see militia actually has some sandbags set up on the west. Brilliant fighting position. They're gonna be able to use that as an OP and crossfire with the compound's defenses. Militia now trying to push in on this eastern hill. We're gonna see if more mortars come out. The western squads being suppressed by saw fire. You can see those guys hitting the dirt as traces of fire skims meters, bare meters above their heads. MTLB is trying to relieve the pressure by engaging that saw gunner.
For any chance we can.
And right now it's 6 to 11 in militia's favor. 6 kills for Russians. 11
I've got 4 up.
for militia.
I see him in the windows looking at us. Honestly, I think we might need to load up in the MTLBs and try to rush it.
Wait, did command go down?
Say again?
No, no, command's still alive.
I think we might need to load up in one of the MTLBs and try to rush infantry up there. It's gonna be our best bet.
Sound
right
good.
up to that yellow storage container.
The MTLB that I'm on right now.
They're going to charge the compound using the MTLBs as armored personnel carriers, which they're designed for. But it's, I don't know how I feel about this.
Dude,
it's extremely dangerous.
We're gonna be putting pressure on the north.
A massive wall of sandbags north of us, across the road west of Tire Factory.
So Silent Death on this west flank is getting engaged by that massive wall of sandbags that you can see on my screen right here. Like I said before, this OP really locking down this western side now. Russia cannot cross the open. There's nothing but about 50 meters of open land here. They tried to cross before. They have smokes out, but they're taking casualties as there's literally zero cover over here. They're going to try to push again with the smoke deployed. It's going to be dangerous, especially with that saw gunner locking down this lane, but smoke might be sufficient. They need to move while the smoke is deployed. More rounds go out. That saw gunner is dead on accurate with that bipod. They're gonna try to cross again. Oh god, that was double lats and one of the MTLB pops. I think that was the MTLB full of people. Yeah, no, it's not looking good at all. Oh my god, narrowly misses the BTR. Oh, we see that smoke getting popped for the vehicle. They managed to get on point. Can they clear the building? It's got to go fast. They got to do this fast. They're working it, but they got to get in the building. They can't stay out here for long. That's right, push into the building. You got it. You got it. Let's go. Take the building. You see that climbing mechanic? He gets over the wall. I mean, it's working. This is a crazy tactic. But that DSU literally on the other side of the wall, literally lighting up anything and everything. Sandbags exploding. It's absolute madness out here.
Everybody, you just keep the aggression up.
Contact 070 of us on the hill. That
Oh
you
my
guys
god. Oh my god. That freaking anti-air gun. Just chewing up militia right now. There's 3 soldiers over here. Oh, nope. He says, no, you're not gonna push that corner. I'm gonna keep that suppressed with the 23 mil. Lat's trying to peek a shot. Can he get it off? He misses. Sawgunner on his flank is actually engaging him. Does he go down? He does go down. Can the MTLB take out those 2 players on the southeast? That is the question. He's looking in the right area, but can he see him? 1 lat shot goes out. I don't think it went the arming distance. I didn't hear an explosion. And shit is kicking off. Secondary smoke rounds go out. MTLB does have eyes on. Does manage to sweep these 2 guys. Can he? Does he see the other one? He does. Can he kill him? Is the question. I think he's gonna crawl to safety. This Russian soldier, one of the only soldiers now surviving from that crazy rush, is now 26-12. Handed. Oh god. He gets cut down, and this assault has failed. Yeah, no, this assault has failed. We have a couple remaining Russians. Wait, did these guys get absolutely chopped up? I completely missed what happened over here. These guys are just screwed, dude. Oh, they're actually trading pretty well with these guys. I don't know what happened over here. I don't even know what the hell happened on... Oh! You know that one squad that was far out of position on the northeast? That's these guys. They came and swept around on the eastern flank. And caught the Russians by surprise. Russian actually managed to take out a lot of their forces, but they did manage to stop that entire cross.
We're taking a lot of contact to the east.
And I think this is lights out. I think there's only 5 Russians left.
The only thing left of us is 1 MTLB. We're right outside factory.
You can just hear that 23 mil. That 23 mil is angry. He is he looks angry, dude. That thing looks angry. Yeah, we're down to just a few people here. And Google Treks taking both rounds with quite a lead both times. Yeah, that was pretty insane, I gotta say. All these Russians dead. There's only, I think, squad 3. These 3 guys over here. This is it. Oh, 4, maybe 5. 4, maybe 5 Russians left. And the, and the MTLB, excuse me. So maybe almost a squad's worth of Russian soldiers. They're gonna use this little trench here to get closer. But yeah, we're gonna document the last push. That MTLB taking a ton of fire. We're gonna turn off the overlays just for maximum immersion.
Hey, we're parked right next to you. We're the last MTLB left.
Yeah, we're trying to move up, so just cover us while we move up.
Copy that.
We're going maximum immersion as we're down to the last 10 Russian soldiers. 3 here. I think there's 1 behind them. This MTLB, and then 1 up on the hill. We're just gonna follow these guys in their last push. Valiant squad leader Silent Death leading the charge. Look at that sick new animation. Look at these new animations, dude.
Okay, well I need you. What's your health at?
Like 1/3.
Okay, you need to start moving as slowly as I'm crawling in. We just need you to move with us, and you just need to support us. Just check all those windows.
Copy that. Copy that.
Are we getting about this support?
This is cinematic as fuck.
What's up?
Except they got the huge ass dinner bell next to them, essentially broadcasting their location.
Yeah, we're right in the MTLB. MTLB, keep moving. We're using it as cover. Just go slow so we can walk with you.
Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh, that hits. Contact on the right.
We're at 20%, moving back to you. You want us to leave it behind?
Contact northeast. Contact in the hills northeast.
Black team, hey, black team.
You should take that out.
330.
Boom. There goes their armor cover. And then there were 3. And then there were 2.
Still got this guy 65.
On the hill.
Yeah,
See if we can see him. Can we see him?
You got any smokes on?
Oh, there he is. I see him. You see him right there, up there? Oh.
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, both of them.
Whoa! What? That was close.
Northwest.
He's right there.
As far as like prone.
Oh shoot! I think he sees him. I think these guys are boned.
We gotta wait until those bloom. I mean, either way, we're pretty much dead. But let's wait those out.
Yeah, I think these are the last 2 Russians. He's up there on that hill. Does he see him? Oh, that's a different guy. He's looking around.
I see him. 060.
Oh, he sees him.
Is he in the slope or the top?
They're in
of
good camo. I mean, they got.
He
This
just
is like
he was coming down.
a good place to be.
So.
Okay.
Like considering their situation, of course.
Alright, smokes are coming up.
Oh, he's on top of the crest looking right at us.
Yeah, yeah, he sees him.
You have a shot, take it.
No, he just went behind the crest again. I don't think he sees us. I think he was just looking at us.
Ooh.
Alright, call the smokes. Crawl the smokes while we got it.
I would be so scared.
I'm just gonna keep free looking on him.
RPGs just popping off
hilltop.
around you.
Oh, I see him, I think.
The bodies
Keep
of your
moving
fallen
past me.
comrades.
Just try to get into the smokes if you can.
There he is. He's moving right to left up there on that hill. I'm gonna keep crawling. Oh, utilizing that free look.
Alright, I'm in the smoke.
Yep, keep going.
Utilizing that free look. Oh my god. Did he live? Are you alive? No, you are not. You are not alive. And then there was one. He's gonna get flanked. That guy on the hill's gotta be looking over here now. Yeah, there they are. Oh no. Oh no, he's going for it. He's going for it. He's going for the gold. He's going for it. Oh! Woo! Oh my god. Oh no, that's it. Rip.